What is the best thing that you can do for your kids before they go back to school this September? Back to school season tends to be pretty hectic. You've got to sort out uniforms, PE kits, school bags, name tags, lunch boxes. Lunch. You need to figure out what type of pens they need. Do they even still need pens? And which one's the protractor again? By the time you're waving them off, laden like small donkeys wobbling towards the school gate, you may find you've forgotten to pack the most important thing they need, a knowledge of how to learn. Teaching kids how to learn often gets overlooked, perhaps because much of our early learning is fairly intuitive. We want that interesting thing that's been deliberately kept out of our reach. Better learn to drag ourselves towards it. This lady keeps making noises at us. Let's make noises back at her. But sitting in rows, dressed in office wear, having to pay attention to a person that's clearly not a Power Ranger, well, that's somewhat less intuitive. So how can we help them? Firstly, we can teach them how to listen. Now, this one's a pretty tough one, given that many adults aren't so hot themselves, but we can give them some tools like looking at the teacher when they're speaking and sitting upright to stop them feeling drowsy. The most common obstacle to effective listening is noise, and they're surrounded by it, from their classmates snickering and sneezing and shuffling about to their own thoughts. Anyone who's ever tried to meditate might have noticed that the old internal voice is a bit of a chatty Cathy, so we can talk to kids about this. Tell them that it's perfectly normal to be distracted, but they should do their best to check in every now and again and bring their attention back to the teacher. The next thing we can do is let them know that it's okay if they don't remember or understand everything the first time they hear it. You didn't learn all the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody the first time you heard it on the radio. If you did, well done, you should be studied. But for the rest of us mere mortals, it took us a few listens and a fair bit of practice in the shower. If kids feel lost, their attention is likely to wander off. Let them know that they should keep listening because there might be another piece of information on its way that will clear everything up. If it doesn't, they can ask questions. Encourage them to talk to you about what they've learned and what bits they didn't understand. You might be the one to fill in the gaps. I realise that at first this might be like drawing information from a bathroom tile. Einstein himself could rise from the grave to hand out medals in assembly and it will still be like, how was your day? Fine. What did you do? Nothing. But persist with it. Give them the responsibility of being your teacher. Not only do kids love thinking they know something you don't, teaching others is a really effective way of solidifying their own learning. Plus, you might get to pick up some long forgotten fact about a cuboid. Finally, inspire a curiosity and a love for learning in your children. Get them excited to go to school. Let them know that learning isn't just about passing tests. It lets us level up from being spectators to being active participants in the world around us. Pack them off with an excitement to learn as well as a knowledge of how to learn, and you'll give them the best chance to thrive. But also, don't forget to pack their lunch.